This is Satires of Miss G, the weekly podcast from where you get zero knowledge and maybe a movie review or a rumor about my neighbor. Namaste, beautiful people, and a special namaste to those 10 who listen to this no matter what. Dogs, man's best friend. The one animal other than cats that humans just love to spend their time with. The affection between a human and a dog has a very pleasant feel to it. But was there a beginning to this bond? Were the dogs always dear to us? Did the god specially produce dogs for the humans?
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए.
Well, the dogs weren't magically created on one fine day. They are the descendants of an ancient wolf. I've never seen one in real, but I'm familiar with wolves because of the Twilight, Harry Potter, and because of Selena Gomez's song. So, initially, scientists assumed that once upon a time, a visionary hunter gatherer caught a cute wolf puppy from its den and started to raise him with humanly type of love and care. And this sort of treatment led to the development of manageable and obedient wolves. This sounds like an obvious story to the beginning of a beautiful relationship. But if you know the human wolf history, you wouldn't agree to that story. From a very long time, humans attacked and killed wolves for safety purpose, for territorial reasons, and also because wolves were a competitors when it came to hunting. Humans have always killed their carnivorous competitors. In fact, when modern humans arrived in Europe around 40,000 years ago, they pretty much killed every large carnivore that existed. Humans were always badass. So, during this badass phase of humans, domestication of wolves seems unlikely. That is why a new theory popped up, a theory that sounds cute. So, according to this, it is the wolves that approached us. Maybe thousands of years back, wolves came near human settlement and started eating the leftover food of humans. And gradually, they started scavenging the garbages more frequently. Wolves that were bold and aggressive were killed immediately, but the bold and friendly ones were left unharmed. These friendly wolves became tamer and hung out at human settlements. Such a scenario became favorable to produce lot of offsprings due to the easy availability of food. Slowly, human and wolves started being cordial to each other, and a friendship bloomed between these two. In a span of thousands of years, friendliness brought changes to the wolves. See any picture of a wolf and a dog. The physical differences are very obvious. They started to look different. They began to develop floppy ears, began to wag tails. It just took a few generations for the friendly wolves to become very different from their more aggressive relatives. The divergence between dogs and wolves occurred between 20,000 to 40,000 years ago. But those weren't the only things that changed. It altered the psychology. These friendly wolves evolved the ability to read human gestures. Even our closest relatives, not my cousins or your cousins, closest relatives such as chimpanzees and gorilla can't read our gestures as good as dogs can. And just like the song, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए, just like that second line, domestication transformed facial muscle anatomy of dogs specifically for facial communication with humans. In simpler words, the facial muscles of early dogs changed so as to communicate with humans through their facial expression. For example, dogs have muscles that are responsible for raising the eyebrow intensely. This movement resembles an expression that humans produce when they are sad. So, seeing this expression triggers the nurturing nature of humans. The connection between a dog and a man has developed so much that when they touch each other, oxytocin level goes up in both. Oxytocin is the love hormone. It regulates the bond between a mother and infant, among family members or partners. But the most important fact is that by mere eye contact between the dog and his human can shoot up the oxytocin just by an eye contact. We have spent so much time with dogs that we have started sharing genes with them. Not the genes, I mean genes. Genes related to diet and digestion, neurological processes, and diseases, and have been evolving in parallel for thousands of years. This story is a contrast to our beliefs, the belief of evolution as the survival of the fittest, where the soft and weak die, meanwhile, strong and dominant survive. The success of dogs comes down to survival of the friendliest. Okay, wait a minute. Forgot to tell you that humans got crazy and started creating infinite number of breeds having different features. And thus, humans and dogs lived happily ever after. Well, guys, that's all for today. Hope you have a great week ahead. See you soon. Bye bye.